I thought there would be more FA Cup final stuff on the back pages of papers today.
There's lots of inside the back pages. Yeah. There's some Erling Haaland quotes that's on the back of the Mirror today, the final straw. Erling Haaland has lifted the lid on Man City's troubled season and branded it horrific and boring. Inside the Mail, there's a really good, nice long read all about Adam Wharton and his rise of how many Barcelona wanted to sign him as an 8-year-old kid.
How many GCSEs did you get?
No comment, let's move on.
He got 10.
I know he did. Bright kid.
2 A stars and never revised.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Never revised. I mean, can you get that many good GCSEs and not revised?
What's the reason?
Incredible.
Why would he lie about it?
No, yeah, why would he lie about it? Imagine being that clever and being that good at football. What about you, Ray? Any... Were they GCSEs back in your...
turn up.
You know, you didn't need to. You knew you'd be an Arsenal invincible, did you?
No. Do you know what? They should never have done what they did, really. They said you're going to be in an apprenticeship. I had an apprenticeship given to me at 15, and then you throw your schoolwork out the window, didn't you? Thinking, I'd say to my mum, I said, Mum, I've got a job now. I don't really need to go to school anymore. But I always say to kids now, make sure you do your education. Of course. Because that is so important. Not everybody's going to make it. I got lucky. And
how many people would make it from your
a lot more team? Probably got a lot more. We had British, and obviously we're competing against the British.
So in terms of percentage, more would have made it back then than do now?
Probably, yeah. Well, we had about probably 40 apprenticeships.
Wow.
And you probably had about 3 or 4 make it.
Wow.
Like, big time.
Yeah.
Like stay at the one club or, you
win
know...
FA Cups and doubles.
People go down to lower divisions. No,
have
quite a few players. But yeah, exactly. They still have very good careers and very good. But to stay at the top, I had Andy Cole in mine, Paul Dickoff.
Yeah.
So a couple of guys there who had really good careers and whatever. So, but it's really difficult because it's, you know, not many going to make it. And now, you know, most academies have got people from all around the world.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just competing against British and Irish and whatever. It's now you've got Brazilians, you've got Spanish. Look, Fabregas went through the ranks at Arsenal. So that's who you're competing with now. But one player's going to make it, Max Downham. He's the one.
Ray.
He lives around the corner.
People at Arsenal rave about him, don't they? 14.
Top player.
Yeah.
Top player. He's a little bit older now, I think.
Is he 50 now?
But he's going to be a real star. Like central midfield, in the hole, box to box. Very, very,
yeah,
very,
I've seen clips of him on social media. He looks incredible, doesn't he?
Some records as well.
Just one more for you. Back of the Sun, 40 million rash dash. Martin Blackburn, Back of the Sun, writing this morning, Marcus Rashford is available to all for £40 million this summer. Aston Villa do not have first option. He's, of course, been on loan since January. Prem rivals now on red alert after it emerged there was no clause in the deal offering on the Emirates side first refusal on a permanent summer switch. What do you reckon, Ray? Would Aston Villa be interested? Any other teams be interested in £40 million of Rashford?
A lot of people will be interested, but the problem going to have is wages. You know, he's going to have to take a pay cut.
Well, they're paying 75% of his wages at the moment, Aston Villa.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of...
What is he on? 300,000?
340, yeah.
The problem you have as well is when you sign someone like Rashford and he's demanding big money, it's the other players in the team as well. Well, we want big money.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it suddenly changes the whole dynamics of what wages, who's on what.
And would you be tempted to commit that sort of wage to someone who hasn't performed consistently over the course of the last 2 years, but has shown some real talent and obviously has displayed that he can have a major impact on your team?
I think you've got to be very careful with like the length of the contract as well. You know, you wouldn't be giving him... I know he's still a young man, really. You know, he's still in his prime. But would you give him a 4-year contract and take that chance? Because you still got to pay his wages. If he doesn't perform, suddenly something goes wrong and he falls out with people like he has done with managers, then you've got a bit of a problem. But he's a talented player and he will make the teams better if he's in their team. So... I think there'll be quite a few clubs in for him. Definitely.
Certainly will be. Anything else you want to?
Yeah, just some brief headlines. Rory back to earth with a bump. Picture of a very stressed Rory McIlroy after a tough first day. He's 10 shots.
So he's be back.
He's not had a bad year though so far, has he?
He's done all right so far. A bad day yesterday, though. He's 10 shots
Everyone
off.
Everyone has a bad day in the office.
He's 10 shots off the lead. Paul Joyce on the back of the Times. Liverpool to go for Frimpong. He's got a £30 million release clause by Leverkusen, and they want him to be Trent Alexander-Arnold's replacement. And also, as well, one more transfer story for you on the back of the eye. Been reported across everywhere yesterday, but Bournemouth and Dean Howson, £50 million, Real Madrid, they're activating that release clause. Sam Matterface.
Yes, it is. Big story in Spain, actually, yesterday. And And I was doing the Barcelona game last night. They won the title late on a superb goal from Lamine Yamal.
He's
Goal was
unbelievable, isn't he?
ridiculous,
He's
wasn't it?
17 still, isn't he?
17. What do you think?
What's it? I mean, must have played nearly 100 games now, hasn't he?
Well, this season,
enough.
this season he's played
For Barcelona?
53 games for Barcelona,
And
he scored. That was his 17th goal last night, and he's got 24 assists. 25 assists because he created the last goal as well. So, I mean, this is a guy who's just ripping it up.
I think he's got 20 caps for Spain as well.
And
At
won a
17 years
European
old.
Championship.
Amazing.
I enjoyed the Espanyol fans not letting Barcelona's players celebrate by putting on the
sprinklers.
The sprinklers on the pitch immediately after full time. Although Barcelona players ended up just celebrating in the sprinklers, which obviously
It's
was
very
good fun.
similar when we played Tottenham. We won a league there, 2004. They said, no, you can't celebrate. I said, we just won the league. What are you talking about? We've got to celebrate. You celebrate when you win a league game against Spurs because it's a North London derby. But to win the league at White Hart Lane, they're saying they can't celebrate. We did end up celebrating.
Yeah, of course.
They couldn't stop us, of course.
No, impossible.
Sam, thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Good to see you.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.